I should say something and test my mic.
That's working.
I
All right.
hear you.
We can hear you. All right. So last time, a couple of weeks ago, you guys fought alongside the Inhumans, found out that they're not really capable of lending you much in the way of assistance since they've got their own issues to deal with out in space. Enough to indicate that whatever it is that's going on, whatever sort of dystopian world that's happening, isn't just confined to Earth. Annihilus has made a play for the Inhuman throne. There's undoubtedly other things out there that are happening with the Asgardians and such. Enough to indicate that there's a hand behind things that is causing everything to be a little bit kind of hectic. All of which doesn't actually help you with your immediate issues, which are that Earth still sucks. There's a big rally coming up. You found out as once you got back to Earth, when you were watching the news, that somehow Magneto had been captured and was still slated to be executed, and they're now publicly announcing who it is that they've captured and who it is that they're going to execute for crimes against the state. Been playing on the televisions, but some of you kind of gleaned onto the idea that Magneto is a younger version of the Magneto that you rescued. It's not the same one. Someone has apparently plucked him out of the time stream and brought him here for some reason. Just one more thing for you to kind of mull over. Lodestone has some concerns that if this younger version of Magneto is removed from the time stream and killed, then maybe he won't be born since Magneto's his grandfather. General Marty McFly sort of stuff. The Inhumans, however, were able to help you with some supplies and enough food and everything to make do, and you guys have set up a base in Stark's casino/laboratory outside the environs of New York City. You also were provided with some satellite radio devices that you could use to bridge the distance between your casino and the city proper so that John would be able to transport you via energy path. So you got those set up and put into place. If I remember correctly, Pip shrunk them down so they would be easier to hide. But it vastly increases your ability to get in and out of New York City quickly. But with that, you realize that time is running out before the rally happens. You still aren't entirely sure what you're going to do about it, but it's going to be a big event. Security in New York City has been tightened up. You guys did a little bit of a reconnoiter around and saw that members of the special police force, the Hand, were on the streets. And you also got your first glimpse of the leader of the Hand, a young woman with a kind of like a white palm print across her face. And one of her second-in-commands is a special forces gentleman with a French accent. For the players, the leader of the Hand currently is Maya Lopez, otherwise known as Echo, and her right-hand man is Batroc. Two very dangerous combatants, especially since the leader of the Hand seems to possess the Iron Fist. And other than that, you guys retreated back to the casino to figure out what you were going to do. Oh, and the other important thing is you do actually have the Tony's anti-sentinel armor. You're not entirely sure how it all functions yet, but you do have the complete set of armor. But we will pass it over to you guys.
Quick question, Chris.
Yes.
I now have the karma to spend on a talent that I was training with Buddy back in the day. Can I spend that now?
Sure can.
Okay, so I think that was engineering.
Yes, I believe so.
And that was, I believe, 500. Yeah.
Yep.
A talent is 500
With a trainer.
with the trainer. Okay. And what's it to raise power levels again? 10 times the next number?
One sec here. Ability scores are the level you're going to times 5. So, like going from typical 6 to typical 7 is 35.
Right.
Increasing a power is the level you're going to times 10. So, going from excellent 16 to excellent 17 would cost 170. Buying a brand new power is 1500 plus the starting rank times 20. So picking up a brand new power at like typical 6 would be 1860. A new talent is 1,500 if you're being trained. And I don't charge the tax for like if you crest from say like good to excellent. I don't charge the crusting cost.
We'll have to be playing this game a long time to even worry about that.
Yeah, advancement in Marvel is super slow.
Yeah, power stunts are the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's just it because power stunts are new ways to use your existing power, so they're a little bit more in keeping with the comics.
All right, but it is for ability scores is 5 times the next number up, right?
Yep.
So from 6 to 7 is 35.
Yep.
So that might be the way to go, since I can't use the growth karma on power stunts. It might be worth to put it on those stats just to increase health.
Yep. You can totally use that on power stunts.
Oh, in that case, then, geez, I'll start using power stunts.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't think we could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
this is news to me. It's great.
Yeah. You can use it for like the 100 karma. It costs a attempt a power stunt, but you can't use it on the die roll.
That's perfectly fair.
Yeah, I get you.
Because really, power stunts are just a form of advancement.
I can't find my player's book. What's the what is it? +2 column shifts for engineering?
I believe so. Most of those talents are +1 or 2 column shifts. Yeah, it's fine. Character with engineering talent gains +1 column shift to all feats involving building things, including the resource feat, to determine if an object can be built.
Gotcha.
And actually, under the journal tab in Foundry, you should have the player's guide and the ultimate powers guide, both, I think. I even went through and bookmarked the PDFs and everything to make it a little bit better.
Outstanding.
All right, so you guys are at this point a day away from the rally. You've got your radio transmitter set up for easier access to and from the city, and you guys are currently in your fake casino / working casino / secret laboratory hideout.
Well, I suppose we need to figure out what our next steps are going to be. Now, obviously, I believe that we need to prevent Magneto's execution, given the fact that I may cease to exist. Call me selfish and all, but
That's, It's tempting, but I think we'll do it anyway. We'll rescue him anyway.
Well, there are some theories I've been thinking about. If perhaps he dies before he can grow old enough to assassinate the president to be, perhaps all these problems go away. It's a big risk, though, changing the timeline. But that said, if we can find out how they're traveling through time, then perhaps we can prevent that assassination ourselves. I'm just not sure how we could get close to anyone there.
I don't know. The whole idea about time and weirdness is beyond me. It doesn't make any sense. But I mean, we originally wanted to stop the execution. I think we should still stop the execution because executing people is just not right, even if it is Magneto. Right?
Well, I agree with that for sure. And this exercise is to build up more following among the humans, something that we would prefer to have less of, I would expect. I'm just not sure how we can go about doing it with security as tight as it is.
All right, and we don't know anything with time travel, right? I mean, could be just creating a alternate universe and be stuck with the one we're with anyway. But we don't know until we try.
Well, Nathan said it was best for us not to meddle with such things. But if there's a way or potential to prevent this entire war from happening, it's something we should at least consider, I think.
Ha- Huh? I don't understand.
The catalyst for this war was when the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants decided to assassinate would-be president.
Right.
If theoretically we could get a hold of whoever or whatever is allowing them to travel through time, we don't know when and where that assassination took place. We could potentially prevent it from happening.
If we could go back in time, but we can't. Right?
Well,
I
we
mean,
do.
stopping someone from getting killed that they brought forward is different than going back ourselves because we don't have a go back ourselves thing.
I would not expect there's enough resources here at the casino to make a time machine, though it is, in theory, possible. And what powers this place? Well, we don't have time regardless. So if we had a time machine, time would be irrelevant, I suppose. But
You know who has the time machine?
Cable?
And somebody we've met. Over on Bleecker Street.
Somebody you met. We
Well,
didn't go along.
well, I reported back when I saw him from a distance. I don't think he actually told you that he went to Doom's place.
Oh, okay.
Doom would have one. Richards would have one. Cable would have one. I don't think Bishop would.
Well, somebody out there has one.
Chris, you okay with that note I sent?
Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, I wonder if the politician has one.
Curious of who that man is and what his abilities are. We know he can influence minds, but what we need is more intel, I think.
Did you say you suspected that there was like something larger at play, considering it affected Titan too?
Well, that's the ongoing theory we have, but I'm not aware of anyone that can affect Titan and the Skrulls and Earth and everywhere else.
If we go to prevent the assassination, then uh, there's something bigger pulling the string. Just pulling that plug, which should not be enough to just unravel everything if we don't understand what greater scheme is at play. It doesn't mean that we should not do it, but we need to be aware that it might be bigger than that.
Friday,
Yes.
what is in Tony Stark's database regarding time traveling entities?
Very little.
Does he have research on time travel, on how it works, how it may affect the existence we're in?
There's not much in my databases. Mr. Stark hypothesized that the past was unalterable, and attempting to do so would merely cause a branching timeline. Since it would actually not change the current present, he did not see any need to explore further.
Someone's attempting to change a timeline by bringing a young Magneto in.
Depending on the way time travel is done, it has different consequences. I don't know.
By Tony's theory, that would affect the timeline where they took him from, but not necessarily this one. The branch of realities, as they say.
Correct.
Friday, can you adjust the Stark satellites to give us eyes on New York?
Certainly. Your like computer screens change and you get like bird's eye view of New York.
Well, if nothing else, we can see what security's like. Maybe pinpoint some of the lieutenants. Chris, do we know where Magneto's being held?
You do not.
We need one of them, whatchamacallit, mutant detectors.
Or we need to try to hack into their systems.
Well, that needs an engineer.
I may be able to do it from here with the link, potentially. It's worth a try, at least. unless you have a better idea.
I most certainly do not. My ideas always start with let's burst in and raise some hell.
Not a bad idea if we know which door we're supposed to kick in. Chris, I'm going to see if I can start tapping into some of their systems.
Okay. You can give me a reason roll.
Right. I'm not building anything, so it's not engineering. Reason is incredible. I'm going to spend karma because we really need a clue what we're doing here. Ooh, 74 on incredible is
So yellow.
Yellow. And red is 91.
So
17.
Yep.
I'll spend that.
yeah, well, I mean you got to spend 10 anyway. So
Yeah, right.
all right. So you get to work on hacking into their systems. It's surprisingly difficult. It's almost like the computers are actively trying to thwart you, as opposed to just like like passive code in the systems that you need to hack through. They are adapting and changing to
Like an AI?
like an AI.
Well, we have a Friday.
But you do manage to get into their systems briefly. What are you looking for exactly?
Ooh, how many questions do I get?
Let's say 3. One for green, one for yellow, one for red.
What do you think? I'm thinking Magneto's location for one.
That'd
Yeah.
definitely be handy.
Security parameters. And how do people who are allowed in get passes to get in? Those off the top of my head. Unless we want one for time, see if there's a time travel thing on site, or if we can have anything that research the big bad.
We don't even know what the big bad is. What do you think, John? We'll start for sure with the location of Magneto.
Okay. The prisoner is being held in a basically a secure facility underneath Madison Square Gardens. That way they don't have to transport him to the gardens for the rally.
Okay.
Were you looking for things to search for, or are you deciding between things?
It's kind of like obtain info. We have 2 more questions, and I'm just trying to figure out what those 2 questions should be.
What the heck? Give me a sec and manage something. And that's directing the government computers.
Never caught that. Sorry.
It's in the government computers you're looking.
Essentially, yeah.
Yep, deep in the computers of Project Wide Awake.
Can you find anything on the senator?
Potentially.
Because if you could find, if you have I don't think they'll put like the information we need about visibility or stuff like that. But if we can find his cover where he's supposed to live and stuff like that, maybe we could snoop on him. Otherwise, if we have the location, the kind of security that is over there, if we want to ask, could be interesting to check on.
I think it's our understanding that the Sentinels all kind of talk to a central computer, right?
Yeah.
They do, yes.
I mean, knowing where that thing is might be useful.
Very much so. Or if we can tap in and
Yes,
have their
Master
location so we can follow them on a tiny little mini map. Well, the armor gives us detection of them, so that might not be necessary. But the location of the central computer might be very interesting.
Yeah. Well, the location of the Sentinels in New York are easy enough to pull up just from the satellite image because they're freaking big. So they're kind of scattered throughout the boroughs of New York, but there are like about a dozen or so stationary, but placed around Madison Square Gardens, basically protecting the site of the rally. There's about a dozen or so in like the 4 or 5 blocks around the gardens.
Yeah, so we can't hit that place without shutting down the Sentinels. So we need to figure out a way to shut down the Sentinels, right?
Yep.
Okay, so second question is going to be the location of the central computer for the Sentinel program.
One sec. Okay. The central computer for Sentinels is in Cheyenne Mountain. It's basically in NORAD. But there is essentially like a local switching station and a local Sentinel factory.
So the switching station would be the communication station.
Yeah, like it's not the central computer, but it's basically the local Sentinels talk to it, and then it sends the information off to the central computer, sort of thing. Their innate radios are not strong enough to travel that far.
Right. And where's that switching station?
It is at Fisk Towers.
Fuck.
That's a bummer.
Are we gonna go play Die Hard tonight?
That being said, though, when you kind of like, oh shit. But when you look at the map, there's no Sentinels near Fisk Tower.
That's a trap.
But John would be able to just zip in and zip out, right? Theoretically. I mean, as long as they don't cut power to the
I heard
building.
that.
As long as they have
I
power
heard
or they
that.
didn't cut themselves from internet, that could be feasible.
And I could shrink down really small and just run around inside a bigger thing, pulling wires and stuff.
Do we still have that Sentinel?
Yep.
When I went back after we got raided, I picked it up just to be safe.
So, John, tell me, this is my understanding of how your power works. If we activate this Sentinel and just its base function and it tries to communicate with that station, we could ride our way there?
Yep, that's how it works. If there's a direct link of communication, I can write it.
That sounds promising.
I can
Please.
bring us to this tower, but I'll bring us somewhere in this tower. If I have the communication, I can bring us directly where it's communicating. Well, I use phone calls sometimes, right? Electricity works, but it's a bit rougher around the edges.
All right. Well, that's something. I don't think we could make a move on Magneto if there's a dozen sentinels there.
If we hit the fifth tower and get out of there fast, maybe the Sentinel will go to fifth tower. And since they don't have communication between each other, maybe that gives us a window.
We still have one more piece of information we can kind of grab.
If we ask nothing else, I'd get information on the governor. I'm not sure we'll get anything crunchy, but that's something. Or else we can check where the manufacturing plans for Sentinel is. That could be a good target too. Doesn't help us immediately, but
if we pull the information on the governor, it might make a flag.
possibly.
But having information on the manufacturing facility is probably worthwhile. Or perhaps we can see who else they have captured.
Honestly, I'd be really, really happy if we get out of list the captive and where they're keeping them. Maybe someone we could save that could help. Maybe I can find some people I'm looking for.
Any objections to that one?
I have none.
Nope.
All right. So we'll try to get a list of captives in the immediate New York area, I guess. You know, if there's like a Scott Summers hold up somewhere, maybe we'll go get him.
You get some names, no names that you recognize, but you also realize that thanks to what you found out, a lot of the mutants that are captured that they don't have any immediate use for, they probably put on the trains to send upstate, and you guys realized the last time that meant that they were disintegrated.
Yeah, so no holy grail of, a Scott Summers or...
Not as a prisoner, no. I mean, there's a bunch of mutants running around free, but yeah, the government is not interested in keeping extremely powerful mutants locked up.
No name from my family here. I guess.
No listing for them.
Okay. Good word, sorry.
Well, I suppose our best bet would be to carry her in and see what's going on at Fisk Towers. If we're lucky, we can disable that computer quickly and loudly and escape. Though I expect it'll be a little more difficult than that.
No name was recognized, but can you take notes of the holding facility?
Well, we can't do anything towards the holding facilities with this many sentinels in play. We'll have to shut them down first.
I mean, we didn't find any name that we did recognize, but can we just take notes of the holding facilities where they do take mutants aside from medicine play? So eventually, if we want us to rescue people, we have places to hit. Does that make sense?
Yep. Yeah, I assume we have a list.
Yep.
I was just kind of hoping there was like the Juggernaut or something somewhere that you could just open the fucking door and cause chaos, right?
That would be sweet.
It would be so nice. All right. I'm pretty sure the
Well,
Juggernaut would kick my ass if he knew I sung that about him, but, gotta live dangerously.
I can't think of a better plan than trying to shut down the Sentinels before we attempt to release Eric.
I can use the armor to see if the bait works and if they go to check the central slot. And if they do, we can just hop on the electric signal and get back home. Well, not back home, but to Madison Square.
Yeah, you don't want to lead them home. That'd be bad.
I mean, if no one else has a better idea, then John, you might as well suit up.
Did we? Oh yeah,
I
I was
just
a bit lost when we were on Titan, but did we do enough for the armor for us to be functional to use it?
Yeah, I think you kind of can use it.
Yeah.
Seems to me that we had set it up specifically so John would be the one using the armor.
Yep. You can kind of use it. Basically, you don't know. You haven't practiced with it essentially. So it's the sort of thing where you don't want to roll really badly.
Okay. Is there any practice I can do to get double up off at some point?
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Well,
Did
I'll
you tell
do
him
that
the
because
stats boost?
Yeah, I think I gave over that last time, and
it was told to me when I logged back in that I would love it, but I didn't get that line.
It's
If you have them
disgusting.
written down, just drop them in the Discord. I didn't write them down because Pip's not going to be getting in a massive suit of freaky armor anytime soon.
And it would take half an hour because it does a lot of things.
That's why, like, if Chris has them written down somewhere, dropping them in Discord would probably be the fastest way to pass the info on.
Yeah, I just gotta grab them here. I added the powers to John's sheet under items. There's a thing that you can open up with the edit tab. But I still need to add on. I didn't add on the stat boosts. One sec here, and I'll send them to Discord.
By the way, if anyone is more, if on a mission it's more efficient to put someone else in the armor, Don is just a fanboy of loving the thing.
I mean, we're taking the armor. I mean, it's so good. If we ever have time, we're going to make more of that stuff.
There you go. So the stat boosts are there, and then I added all the powers onto John's sheet.
Damn.
Nice.
But yeah,
We have a Hulk.
Mm.
I mean, the thing I was sorely missing with Don was endurance. So yeah, this is a great help.
You would smush me. The right side, I get eight new health today, so that's cool. And because it was the cheapest stat to elevate, my strength is now excellent.
Still working on the power trick to use my hypnotism on the team.
Right. So yeah. So there's the armor in the Discord. All right. So, what are you guys planning to do?
I think the plan is to, since we have access to various computers, ride a carrier wave into Fist Tower and see if we can shock and awe, um, shutting down the communications to the Sentinels.
Okay.
So is the plan to do that and then try to go save Magneto? Just so
Yeah.
jump in, try the big machine, and jump back to
If
the
I
ghetto boy house.
if I shrunk, like after John gets in the armor, if I shrunk it, would John and the armor both shrink together?
I think we already had that discussion about shrinking the armor in which someone was technically the same thing, the same being. I might be wrong though.
Yeah, you can. It's kind of like you can't shrink part of a person. So if you shrink the armor, if you roll very badly, you will shrink the armor, but not John, and that will be bad.
So that's a
What with its
spend karma
monstrous
thing.
endurance? Yeah. What with the armor's
Gotcha.
monstrous endurance and body armor?
Yeah.
It'd be so messy.
So I mean, I could shrink you in the armor and shrink
Actually,
the armor with you,
I
if that
believe
makes
that
sense.
I believe that armor is airtight, so it would not be messy as long as we kept the cap on.
Ew! God, that just got so much worse. It would be
The
under a lot of pressure, though.
Yes, it would spray all over the
the
place.
it's the
But it'd be
card
safe.
company juicer.
If you
Let's not do that.
if you don't want to, I understand. But it'd be safe. It'd be fine. You and the armor would shrink together.
If we need it, I know it's
It's like
possible.
it's like when I shrink the peaches that we were taking. They were in cans. The peaches
Yeah.
and the cans shrunk. It's not like it's a one or the other. You'd be fine.
Yeah. I do not it'd be one or the other. Either I'm lost in an airtight armor.
It doesn't. No, it shrinks together. You'd be. It's just that you'd be just like the cans of peaches or the
Wearing
armor.
that armor makes him the most resilient thing we have on our team. It's better to make him bigger if you can, not smaller.
Yeah, I can't make him bigger though. That's not the.
That might be useful at
I
some
mean,
point. If you train someone permanently, if you could make him bigger afterwards.
I could make everybody small, and that way we could still hide behind him.
Prefer the size that I am. Thank you.
You're just really
Everybody,
scared that I'm going to shrink you into toy size. You're going to be that way permanently.
Flicks his eyeball.
Ah, gross. Don't. That's a terrible way to end a discussion. I mean, it's effective,
word.
but it's terrible. Gah. I don't even want to know what it tastes like. That's just nasty.
Tastes like eyeball.
Ah. I need to go rinse my mouth out.
All right, John, whenever you're ready, see if you can get us there. I'm sure this is going to be disastrous.
I'll get us as close as can be. Let me suit up and let's go. Did you need anything before we fly us there?
I don't believe so. Friday, once we leave, engage all security protocols, please.
Of course. All right. So John suits up. Zoom. It's a little bit of a tight fit, but it is definitely airtight.
I grew a bit of a gut from the beer, but not having to heat for a couple of years, balance out.
Yay, malnutrition?
Starvation and dad bod combined makes me fit for the army.
Get you down to Tony Stark size.
Yeah, I didn't have the advantage of like constant binge drinking and cocaine, so
Valid.
Yeah, it is Tony Stark.
I bring all this with love.
All those Tonys.
Okay, so when you're ready,
Yep. Just getting map set up.
Yeah, so we'll huddle together and have our little anti-mutant detection thing going.
Oh, yes.
And just think, in about 10 minutes, we're going to get our ass kicked by a fat man.
Yeah,
Like,
his lackeys will probably thump us around first.
I mean, everybody's like, this is no big deal. The guy fights Spider-Man.
Yeah.
not when Spider-Man tries.
Yeah, it depends on who's writing. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything depends on who's writing.
people were asking this week, what's worse between uh, Batman laughing or Spider-Man not telling joke and not saying anything?
Either one just feels wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, when Spider-Man loses his shit, it's terrifying. Spider-Man is like remarkably powerful.
He beat up
Broken
Firelord,
spine.
who's a Herald of Galactus.
Right? Took up 3 issues, but
Two of them running.
Things up all the time where he loses shit. Like it ends up with broken spine and dead people. It's heavy.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, well, look up on Google sometime Spider-Man versus Kingpin when Spider-Man's trying, because
I saw that.
Kingpin put a hit on Aunt May. It did not go well.
Seems like a lot of money to spend up for an 85-year-old woman.
Yeah, but he learned Peter's identity and just did it to fuck with him. And
Got broken in pieces.
torn apart in front of a large audience.
I still remember the first Spider-Man Wolverine team up when they were in. I think they were in Berlin. It was the one where Ned Leeds dies,
Yeah, I read that. It was awesome.
where Spider-Man puts the beating on Wolverine and is like just
Yeah,
beating
yeah.
his head against the tombstone.
Yeah, yeah. The best part of that comic was, Wolverine walking through Berlin, just random street going, Spider-Man? Sniff, sniff, Spider-Man? What's he doing here?
There's a line in that comic that I've been using ever since. It's like, you shouldn't be here, kid. You're all wrong for this place. You lead with your face. I love that line. You lead with your face.
Reminds me of a couple of your characters.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just most of them. All right, so we're loading an office. Oh yes, this will go well. This reminds me of fighting. What's his face? Where he could duplicate himself at Elysium or whatever that bar was called.
All right. So I mean, John doesn't have a great deal of control over where exactly you end up. So you follow the stream, and as you get to the building, it kind of gets a little bit kind of distorted because it's kind of wrapped into the power supply of the building. And when you finally kind of like get lurched out, you are in a very very nice, very well appointed office. There's some water fountains. There's a desk. There's some hand members.
Oh, ninjas.
Oh,
Right.
ninjas.
Is that decoration? Like we got glasses and member. Like, is that on the same step? Could put some potted plants in that corner and a couple of ninjas there. Interior decoration.
Just thought you'd casually slip in the hand members part.
Yes. So, I know the whole time you guys are planning, I'm like, I need to find an office map.
That's right. I tried to drag it out for you. I'm like, all poor Chris is just scrambling for a map right now.
We gave you time. You're good.
I'm trying to do that to him all the time.
Yeah. Thankfully, though, Incarnate is supposed to have some like modern or science fiction assets coming soonish.
Oh, that'd be good.
That'd be really nice.
So, yeah. So if anybody ever watches these videos and you make map software, post-apocalyptic, modern, and science fiction.
Absolutely.
Vastly underserved.
Vastly
Those are
underserved.
niches that need help.
All right. So you guys kind of basically materialize outside of like one of the vending machines in the lobby here, and a bunch of folks that are just kind of lounging around the lobby. I mean, in theory, you expect they're supposed to be guarding, but they're like, nobody's going to attack this place.
Who's dumb enough to come here?
Who's dumb enough to come here?
Oh, wait.
Here I appear. What? A vending machine? I'm sure it was a computer. Guys, I was sure it was a computer. Oh, ninjas.
This doesn't look like a mainframe.
While I'm in the machine, it's hard to distinguish. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to ignore you there.
They do not seem to have noticed you.
Yeah, let's get the attacks in fast and before we have to
strike.
roll for initiative. Because they're ninjas. They might have some intuition or whatever it is.
I'm gonna shrink anyway. Because it's handy being tiny.
I assume we're going to do this loud, so...
Let's do her loud. Electra's gone, and I'm charging hand member 6 right in the north of me.
Okay.
Do you want to do it one at a time, or do declarations, or...
We'll just everybody can do their thing, and then we'll do the actual first round. So we'll
Yeah,
just
okay.
kind of go around.
I'll go after one.
So you want me to roll?
Yes. You do get a +2 column shift because they are blindsided.
I don't think that even helped.
A 14. No, a 14 is most assuredly a miss.
Ninjas, eh?
Ninjas! The guy over there lounging in the couch is like, what the fuck? Alright. Alphabetically. John.
Time to do a test.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to use the repulsor beam.
Alright. Try to use a repulsor beam. Which guy are you repulsing?
Map is hard to see on my tablet right now. I cannot move the map. Let's see what the guys are.
Do you want to just hit the closest one?
Yeah, let's go with the closest one.
Okay.
Hit the closest one, drive him farthest away.
Okay.
Yep. Maybe you can hit a guy with another motherfucker.
So that would be an agility test. With your agility from your armor.
Which is incredible.
Incredible. And I have throwing. I don't know if it applies. Yes, not.
No.
That's not a throw.
It's not a throw.
I just noticed you shrunk Pip's icon.
Yep.
Oh, she's so cute.
She's so teeny.
Just think what it would look like if Pip had an actual, like, figure.
Yeah, still no heart there.
No, no.
Can you roll your orc, or do you need me to?
I'm trying to, but it
Yeah,
roll.
I'll take a look. I think there's
It
a
did.
module or something for Foundry that works better with tablets too. So incredible
And I
+2.
I did manage to roll.
Excellent. That is deep in the yellow.
Nice.
So that is a bullseye. Repulsors are remarkable damage.
Ulcers are amazing damage.
Amazing damage. Oh. He is still barely standing. So yeah, so you fire off this blast and it catches him full in the chest. It kind of knocks him like ass over tea kettle, but being a ninja, he kind of like does that little kip up back up onto his feet. But he like kip ups onto his feet and then he kind of like stands for a second like he's trying to gain his balance. He looks a little woozy. That took a lot out of him.
On blast, then looks at his hand and goes, nice.
Lodestone.
How many exits are there from here?
From here, there is one.
Which is, can you ping it? That's the street it leads to?
Yep. Further back here, like over kind of in this area, there's like elevators.
Okay. I'm going to make a very large magnetic field. I guess in the middle.
Okay.
Like here. See how many weapons I could pull out.
Okay.
Ooh, 21's not great. Amazing.
21 is
Not
white.
enough.
Nothing. Apparently, these ninjas have titanium. All right, Pip.
I'm going to charge number 1.
All right.
And I'm going to spend karma, because that way I actually get a decent roll. At least in theory.
Incredible. A 75 deep into the yellow.
Excellent.
So that is a possible slam. Excellent.
There's column shifts for the number of zones, right?
There is.
Okay.
So 45 on. Excellent. Ooh, he is slammed back 1 to 10. So roll a d10.
Tougher than the Iron Man.
5?
Crunch.
So yeah, so you like run into him and you like launch your full weight in this tiny little like 2-inch package.
Yeah, she's kind of like a mobile bullet that way.
Yeah.
It's like having someone throw
Yeah.
pool balls at you. Billiard balls.
So that's gonna be that is enough to drop him. He hits that wall and then collapses.
Good.
Kind of smashes up against that really nice display screen. All right. Declarations now that they're aware that you're here.
I'm going to do the same thing I did last time.
Okay.
Uh,
I raise my other hand.
I'm gonna charge hand 7. Let's get away from where there's a cluster of them.
Okay.
I'm going to charge number 5.
People just flying all over the fucking place.
Just, just go from one side of the room to another.
Okay. And what was sorry. Okay. You guys can roll initiative.
10.
4. All right. You guys are up.
Mine's super easy, so I'll just do mine.
Okay.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah.
Bit scrambled from this energy pad.
Apparently.
I could still move though, right?
You can, yes.
I believe I can move 3. Where do I want to go? Boop, boop, boop. I'll go here. Yep.
Okay.
You don't really want me doing the EMP pulse in this mission, right?
You're not going to affect that armor.
I was talking about all the computers and stuff in here, like the mainframe and stuff.
Well, that's why we're here. So, yeah, go for it.
We're
Well, we're not near the mainframe yet.
All right. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next. I'll just roll my charge.
Okay.
Wow.
Ninjas.
Ninjas be dodgy. All right. John or Pip?
I think that's a John.
Okay. Uh, 44. That is. Oh, it's a hit at any rate. That is enough to drop that guy. So double tap just to be sure.
I think it's still up. I look at my hand. Nice. Look back at him. Why are you still up? Do it again.
You gotta get the you gotta get like the two gun mojo going on. That's the secret. All right.
I'll get there.
Pip.
Pip goes charging across the room, and I'll spend karma on it. Because that's the only way my dice want me to roll. So, have you at 81 with however many zones of...
Yep, that is again. That is a yellow.
You need a D10?
Maybe. Yes, he just narrowly manages to get slammed. So D10. See how far back. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
He would go 10 areas if there wasn't a solid wall there.
Directly behind him.
Spectacular.
Oh! That's,
This is like game number 3 that I'm going to be hiding behind your character, Anita.
It's okay, she likes to feel useful. She,
Turns out
Yeah.
you only need one good stat.
turns out. Who knew?
Okay. So this guy, he is going to throw some throwing stars at Lodestone, who's all magnetic and shit.
Yep.
They'll just go at him fast.
Even then, 33 is probably a miss. No, it is a hit actually because you are magnetic.
Yep.
Right. So that is going to be 10 points of edge damage.
Ooh, my body armor takes all that.
Chink, 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 chink. Like, And this guy is going to try to attack Lodestone with his S word.
Ooh, I thought that was the other way for a second.
That was almost really bad. But instead, that is a miss. And this guy over here is going to change his action because Buzzkill's all the way over here. He will do so. So you're going to turn around and try to, like, again, throw some throwing stars at Buzzkill because Buzzkill's flying up in the air.
Ooh.
Ooh. That is that is a yellow. Throwing edge. That is a possible stun. So he hits you for 16, or sorry, 10.
Okay, I absorb that.
Okay. And a possible.
He's got to do 16 for.
Yep. And I need an endurance check for stun because he is a martial artist and does not care about your endurance or body armor.
How dare he?
I rolled doubles. Can I roll again?
Nope, wrong game. But a 55 is enough so that you are merely staggered.
And the effect of stagger is again.
Wait, sorry, no, it was a stun, not a slam. Sorry, you were stunned for 1 round.
Okay, fair.
Okay. That is everybody. And Lodestone, since you got a super high intuition, you do notice that the guy that charged you, as he did, he's got like a kind of like a throat mic sort of thing, like a subvocal communicator, and you did hear him go like, "Intruders in the lobby."
All right.
Declarations.
I'm gonna punch the mouthy one.
Okay. Buzzkill, what would you like to do?
We'll go card number 6 again.
Okay.
Just flip fly. Oh, well, Buzzkill's. I'm stunned for 1 round, right?
Oh, right, you are, yes. Pip, what would you like to do?
Where is Buzzkill? I don't even see him.
I'm in the top left.
Oh, that's why I don't see you. Okay. Yeah, Pip doesn't see you either. She's gonna go after hand member number 2
Okay.
in her little bounce around the room.
Okay. John.
I'm gonna keep at it.
Okay.
New target.
Okay. To making sure putting these repulsor blocks through their paces.
Need to practice to get good.
All right. Initiative.
I win.
I'm gonna make like
Yeah, I think you do.
I'm gonna make an NPC whose only superpower is really, really high intuition.
Remember the speedster?
He didn't have really high intuition. He just had an ability that. Let's see. Maybe he did. I know I had somebody who actually did have like a decent initiative.
Yeah, the guy on the ship was like beating me all the time on initiative. We were like, "What the fuck is happening?"
All right, you guys are up.
Again, mine's easy. I'm just gonna punch this guy.
Okay.
I'm not spending karma because, like, it's the first room. $38 on remarkable probably doesn't do it.
38 on remarkable is just a miss.
Man, I'm having a hard time.
Like, you go to throw a punch and he, like, you know, he does like the fancy like martial arts block. Haha.
Fuck ninjas.
Alright. Pip, you were charging number 2.
Yep. Spending karma to get a good roll.
Okay.
What's a 99 give her?
99 is a red.
Oh dear.
So that is a possible stun. But I don't think he'd actually still be standing after that. 2 zones.
Essay, do you need a D10?
No.
Okay.
He is still standing.
What?
But he is stunned. He's very stunned.
Put them off the forehead.
He is.
I'm gonna have to hit somebody twice?
He is in fact stunned for 1 to 10 rounds.
I'm tempted. I'm doing a Pip and I'm tempted to give her, like, the colors of billiard balls just because. That seems to be her thing.
Oh, stunned for 7 rounds.
Yep.
Nice.
Alright.
Beat him into the dirt.
John.
The button sticky. Bro, trying to roll. The root button is sticky.
66. That's a yellow. He's down. So yeah, so Pip kind of slams into him, kind of like sets him back, leaning against that fountain. He's just trying to catch his breath. Kind of like puts his hand out, going, just a second, and then a repulsor blast like catches him on the back.
Oh. Ouch.
All right. This guy's gonna move. 2 guys are gonna attack Lodestone with their S words. They need 41.
S words. I like it.
I mean, there's a heck of an impressive looking battle over there, but nobody's hitting anybody.
Yeah, I mean, Lodestone sees everything in slow motion, right? So
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's swords flying and kicks flying and punches flying over there. It all looks really impressive. And this guy over here is going to throw some more throwing stars at Buzzkill because they seem to be somewhat effective. That is another possible stun. Another 10 points of damage that you absorb, and an endurance roll for possible stun.
Oof.
Oof.
I'm gonna try Anita's trick of using karma next roll. See what happens. Because I haven't rolled over like a 17 in the last 4 rolls.
Honestly, I haven't spent more than 10 karma in ages, like at a time. Because as long as I spend karma, I roll decently. It's the only time I roll decently, but
how can it know?
I don't know, but I'll use it.
So he grabs his throwing star and he like flings it at you, and it seems to catch and somehow like short out your your electrical field there, and you are stunned for 8 rounds.
All right. Well,
That was
Thankfully,
a low blow.
thankfully you have true flight, so you don't fall to the ground. Right. Declaration phase.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep swinging here.
oh, by the way, next round I'm due to lose all my powers anyway. Next time I use my powers,
Oh,
my limitations,
oh no.
incapacitation. I probably shouldn't tell the game master that if he doesn't remember.
I thought you lost your powers when your field went down.
That too.
Yeah. Well, that's just that his powers are keyed to his field, but he can only use his field so many times.
Oh, right. Okay.
Alrighty.
Why do you do that to yourself, Trev?
Because it changed that good to a excellent for the force field.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So what would you guys like to be doing? Lodestone is continuing to be engaged in melee over here.
I mean, it would look cool in the comic panel.
Oh yeah, there's like a big brawl going on between Lodestone and these two guys. These are
Ninjas is cool.
these are like top tier ninjas. Right. Buzzkill is stunned. So Pip and John, what would you guys like to do?
I think it's going to occur to Pip that she hasn't seen Buzzkill in a while. So, can I actually see him from where I am? I can't tell if that line covers up an actual wall.
Given your size, no, you cannot.
Do I see a door over there, though?
If you like kind of jump up so you can see over the desk here. Yeah, you do see an open doorway there.
Okay, I'm going to zip over into that room.
Okay.
Because I don't... I'll go like here on the table.
Okay.
So I can see over things.
Okay. Perfect. All right, John.
Can target most of your efforts?
Sorry, what was that?
And when I can see from where I am.
From where you are, you can see because the fight with Lodestone, they're like kind of in like a little office area, but you can see there's a door there, and you can see like them moving back and forth in front of the door as they're fighting. So you can tell that Lodestone is engaged with 2 folks up in there.
I'll go give a hand.
Okay. And initiative. Come on, ninjas. Nope. All right.
Once again, mine's easy, so I'll just do the swing. Oh, that's maybe a hit.
That is a hit.
Amazing strength. 46.
He is still standing.
But he's rocked.
Yeah, he's like dodging left and he's dodging right, and then he dodges right again, and you're expecting it. He kind of walks right into your fist, takes it like right on the chin.
Or like the tail comes around.
Yeah. I think the tail's busy fending off the guy behind you.
All right. I mean, it looked cool. It would look cool.
Right. Pip, you're just moving.
Yeah, until I actually see what's going on in there.
Okay. Right. And John, if you move up ever so slightly, you can get like a really good view in there easily.
What we moving?
So yeah, you can take a shot at either the wounded one with Lodestone or the fresh one with Lodestone. Hitting the wounded one will probably drop him with the repulsors.
Yeah, that's one less attack against Loadstone,
16.
so I'll pick it out.
Okay. Oh, that is... Let's double check that's not a fumble.
That is not good.
Nope, that is not a fumble. By 1. All right. Ninjas, surprisingly, are still standing. All right. So the 2 attacking Lodestone. That's with their swords. They get 41. So one of them catches you with the sword for 16 points of damage. This guy's gonna throw it. Since his throwing stars seem to be working so well against Buzzkill. Nope. Alright. That is me. So, Pip, as you go up, you see Buzzkill's basically seems to be just kind of hovering there, and then the ninja flicks out some throwing stars at him. Misses him, but his force field kind of shuts off and he drops down to the ground. John, you see a very pitched melee going on out there between Lodestone and 2 ninjas. And you guys hear the ding of an elevator.
Oh, that can't be good. That can't be good at all.
Well, he called for reinforcements.
Who did?
That could have been a better roll.
Oh, we have a boss.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So yes, there's a ding of the elevator. Buzzkill is still stunned. Lodestone, what would you like to do?
I see there's an Iron Fist here.
Yes. Off in the distance, you heard the ding of an elevator.
Oh, I can't see. There's a wall there, right?
There's a wall there.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just continue clobbering these guys.
Okay. Pip, what would you like to do?
Well, I can see Buzzkill now, right?
You can.
Can I see the hand member that's in there with him?
You can.
I'm gonna go after that hand member.
Okay.
Because I'm not... Am I bright enough to realize that's where the elevator is?
Give me an intuition
Intuition's
roll.
excellent.
Yes, that is where the elevator ding was.
All she's going to see is her ninja beating
Well,
a 16-year-old kid.
yeah, I know that Buzzkill's back there, and that's really the important part. So, yeah, she's gonna go after hand member number 7.
Okay. Right. What would John like to do?
Is York there?
Don't know. Out there.
I'm kind of excited about using the armor, so I'm not gonna notice the ding. Yeah, I'm just helping load some of the out of the trouble with those two guys.
Okay. Right.
See,
And
Pip thinks
some.
Lodestone can take care of himself, so she's not going over to help him. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You seem capable.
Right. Tie an initiative, but it does go to you guys.
Smackful.
Okay.
Is it a technical term?
The brawl continues.
You ever watch the
Yeah.
pimp character in
Yeah.
Boondocks?
That.
Has not smacking a bitch been working for you?
So that whole office that Lodestone and the ninjas in is just like completely trashed. It's like, tables flipped over, desks broken. That
Tail goes to the wall.
tail goes to the wall. Yeah, that
When you have a supply teacher for 3 days.
yeah. That room is wrecked. All right, John. Fire off another repulsor blast.
Yep, you're in for a few keys.
Okay. Uh, 28. 28 is a miss on Incredible. All right. Pip,
I mean, if we're going to trash an office, we might as well trash an office.
that's right. Yeah. You're fighting these two hand members here, and you kind of like break off from one another for a second. Repulsor blast goes like between you guys. Okay. Pip, you're up.
I love this game.
I'm going to rush number 7.
Okay.
I'll spend karma. Oh, it's making me pay now. I brought attention to it, apparently.
So it's going to be
Can you mute?
23 karma to hit.
Yeah, I'll spend that. I've got it. 23. Chris, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll spend the karma too.
Okay.
To get a green.
Okay. He is still standing.
Oh no. It's because I was standing at the wrong end of the table.
Yep.
I didn't get that extra zone.
Yep. All right. The brawl to end all brawls continues. Actually, you know what? The wounded hand member is going to spend karma on this roll.
Oh.
His boss is here. He's got to look impressive.
You can't see him.
That is a 75. That is a possible stun. So it's a hit.
Oof.
A hit for 16 and an endurance check against stun.
Armor takes 16.
Okay.
My endurance is remarkable. Come on.
Oh. Stun for 4 rounds.
Oof.
other hand member is going to attack you.
Uh-oh.
Taking full advantage of the fact that you're stunned, apparently.
Can he get delivered?
Yeah. So it's another check for stun and another 16 damage.
So armor holds up. $39's not going to do it. Remarkable. No, it's
nope.
white.
So another round.
So 5 now.
This hand member over here is going to attack Pip.
Oh no!
He's going to try to. He has to change his action to do so. Oh. So, that goes there.
With a 12?
Well, that could be a blue.
No, it's not a blue for him. Not on a fighting roll. But he does still get to do his one action, but at -3 column shifts. So he's rolling on feeble.
Good.
Oh, that was the roll to change the action.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So he needs a 66 or better. The boss, however, she's going to just walk up to Buzzkill. Oh, and this is probably going to hurt.
Roll, Ruby.
Uh, 46. Oh, that's only a green. But that is a hit for 46 points of damage. Sorry, 37 points of damage.
37, eh?
Yep.
All right. I could take it if I wasn't already stunned.
Okay. So yeah, Pip, you see this woman walk out of the elevator. And she just sees Buzzkill laying on the floor, like she kind of motions, and the hand member kind of turns his attention to you. And she just walks over, and her fist starts to glow, and she just like brings that down on his face.
Ah!
Teenager in street clothes.
Oh, that's not...
Exhibiting no powers. That's a bit overkill.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not good
yeah.
at all.
And you see like the kind of the tile floor under him crack.
Oh. That's all kinds of bad.
Oh?
Yeah.
arracher.
All right.
Parce que les autres.
Declarations.
Les gros mondes qui ont sidé avec ça vont pouvoir aller dans cette discussion-là. Si les Mayas ont sidé massivement de ce bord-là, ils risquent d'être dans la conversation.
You mute again?
Yeah, I need you to mute your mic there, Yorick.
Alright.
Yeah. All right. Declaration phase.
I am stunned.
You are stunned. Buzzkill is stunned.
I'm gonna try harder to save Lodestone.
Okay.
And really gonna try to make the mute button work in either way.
Okay. Pip.
Can I grab Buzzkill and run with him?
What's your strength?
My strength is good.
Yes.
So probably not.
That's the same as Daredevil. You'll be fine.
Yeah, good is pretty decent.
Alright, I'm gonna grab Buzzkill and try to run down here.
Okay.
To the opposite end of the large room.
Okay.
Although, if I can run farther away, that would be better. Like, if I could run down here by John, that'd be great.
You should be able to do 3.
You can do 3 zones.
Alright. So that'd be 1, 2. Well, I can get down here.
All right. In who's it?
Down around that weird little pool
Fountain thing.
fountain thing. Yeah.
All right. Pip, you're up initiative-wise. You get a +2.
Okay. I'm gonna grab. Wait, no. I'm rolling initiative.
Uh-huh.
Oh shit.
Lodestone is stunned.
Yeah, not making fun of me now, are you?
6. No. See, this is why I don't roll the initiative or anything else unless I'm spending karma on it.
Well, something tells me the Iron Fist might have decent intuition.
Dice, no.
She's got +2.
Okay.
All right. So, Ninja is going to attack Pip.
Remember, Pip is tiny.
Yep. 7, that is messy. Needs a 55. Okay. But Maya, forgot she actually needs to make a roll.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good.
Good. She does not get to attack you.
Ooh.
She does not get to attack you multiple times.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, that's a relief.
So instead, she will only attack you once. There are some negative column shifts involved, but fighting is
What is
amazing.
better, amazing or spectacular?
Her fighting is amazing.
But, I mean, is amazing above spectacular?
No.
Okay.
So amazing goes up because of her martial arts. Goes down because of your size. 76. That is a yellow. Against a blunt attack is a possible slam.
Uh-oh.
So I need you to make an endurance check.
Is this something I can spend
Uh-huh.
karma on? Okay. So my endurance is incredible. I will spend karma anyway.
Okay.
Because if I don't, my dice will... Ooh, that was a bright flash of lightning. So...
Okay. So if you spend 20 karma, you will only be staggered, which means you stay in the same area, but you lose like your footing a little.
But I'll still be able to take my action.
Yes.
Ooh. Big rumble of thunder.
Uh,
Yes, I will spend the 20 karma.
And you.
It was 20, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And she hits you for 56.
Holy.
Good thing I've still got 40 left.
Well, you have armor to take 16 of that.
Oh yeah.
This was
Forgot about that.
3 of my, what was it, 7 I was down?
Yep.
So, sorry, you said it how much? 50?
56.
No, 56. Okay.
And you notice too, since you're right up there and you've got an okay intuition, that like she doesn't make any noise at all when she talks, or when she's like fighting. There's no no martial arts sounds, no grunting, nothing of that nature.
That's creepy.
But also, not only is she fighting you, but you can also tell like her eyes are moving, and she is figuring out where you're going to move, how you're going to move. She is studying you.
Oh, that's bad because I haven't even done anything yet.
And she's still winning.
And she's still, yeah.
All right.
She's still sussing me out.
Ninja's attacking Lodestone.
I would love to see this in a comic, actually. This would look great.
The hell? So you're like kind of staggering around, like a little bit of like sweat in your. Well, lizards don't really sweat. Like blood in your eyes from the guy that you actually successfully did punch. You kind of splattered on your face a little bit. Can't really see, and yet these ninjas are still having a hard time.
I mean, the super skill versus the super speed would just look cool.
Yeah, I think it's very much at this point because you're stunned. I think it's more like a kind of like an accidental drunken master sort of thing.
Little bob and weave going on.
Little bob and weave. You accidentally stumble out of the way here, stumble out of the way there. All right, those of you who actually have actions, which are Pip and John.
Yeah, I'm grabbing Buzzkill and getting him out of there. I'm gonna drag him down here in the little corner by the entrance. And I'm getting an icon ready for you.
Okay. All right. John.
Like I said, I'm switching from ripples to bolts. I wanted to fit into the finish line.
Thanks, Pip.
Welcome. There are reasons that Pip can't let you just get curb stomped.
There are.
She might have some issues around that kind of thing.
That is definitely a hit.
Yeah, they'll get one of them.
Perfect. So yeah, Lodestone, in your kind of like stupor, you see the
This one is spectacular instead of amazing.
yeah,
That's a bit more damage.
yeah, that is a significant upgrade in damage. It goes from 46 to 65. So like the wall just kind of explodes. Chunks of it kind of take out that hand member. There's like basically no wall there between you and the rest of the office now. Next round. Declarations.
Declaration for me, I will be stunned.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
I will not be stunned. I'm going to try to do some stunning though.
Okay.
After watching her smack Buzzkill, Pip's gonna take that poorly, and she's going to try to rush this new person the same way she's been doing it to everybody else.
Okay.
Because Pip isn't that brilliant.
Okay. John, the pulse bolt setting seems to do wonders.
With the hole in the wall, is the new person in my range?
Yes, there is. As long as you don't roll like a fumble and hit Lodestone, you'll be fine.
Okay, I get the message.
Alrighty, initiative. Again, it's up to Pip.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Did you say there was anything you could do for someone who's stunned?
7.
Any way to take them out?
Good one, Tony.
You like that?
Yep.
Oh, that's a great roll.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's gonna be so. So she comes charging up. She basically launches like a kick at you, followed up by an elbow drop and then a punch.
Is she hitting Buzzkill?
No, she's hitting you. He's out of it for all intents and purposes.
I was wondering because like she's over. She's like,
yeah.
There you go. Ouch.
Amazing fighting. I mean, she needs a 46 or better to hit you, so.
Didn't you just roll an 80 though?
That was for her because you need to make a roll to do a multi-attack.
Gotcha. She needed what to hit me?
She's like a 41. Because of your size, but that's going to connect. So you manage to like duck out of the way of the kick, roll aside as the elbow comes down, but then as you're there, she just basically just hits you with that fist.
Ow.
That's going to be another 56 damage.
Oh, that is almost enough because the armor still is taking 16 of that, right?
Yep.
I am at 16.
It's okay. You don't have to do this for 3 more rounds.
Right. And I am going to need you to make an endurance check. Against.
Shit.
Yeah.
I will spend karma on it.
Okay.
So that my dice will like me. Or not.
So if you would not to not be slammed. You need to spend 26 karma.
Good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
You're doing fine.
No, so very not, because now she's in my zone. Like,
Oh, yeah, you're
rather-
not going to hit nearly as hard, are you?
No. Well, I mean, I could run around and try to hit her from behind if I go around, like, the front desk there. But that's my, only real.
Ninja over there, Mrs. Lodestone. He's probably looking at what happened to his buddy who got hit by that like spectacular pulse bolt. It's like, oh shit, the boss is there. I gotta try. All right, Pip and John, you guys are up.
Bring your lackey to work day.
Bring your lackey to work day.
I'm going to try to, like, run around the fountain and come back and smack her.
Okay.
I think that's enough.
Okay.
Like, within my rolling or running range. I will spend karma, because... Ooh, I'm actually going to need it this time. That's fine.
So 46 is a green. All right. So as you like kind of run around the fountain,
I can choose how much I spend, right?
just spend 10. Trust me.
Trust me.
So yeah.
Oh, that's demoralizing. Okay.
So as you run around the fountain, her eyes clock you, and then as you launch your attack, she spins at the last moment and basically puts up her arms in a very like perfect martial arts block and stops you cold.
Oh. Well, shit.
John.
Okay. That's not good.
Yeah, John, this one's yours.
For those of you who are not familiar with Maya from the comics, Maya, much like Taskmaster, has an ability called photographic reflexes.
That's gross.
She's the one in Hawkeye, right?
She is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
But yes, she if she has studied somebody and has successfully made a power roll, which she did, she automatically blocks one attack from that person every round.
Wow.
Fuck.
If she
We're
rolls,
in trouble.
if she rolls well, she can block 2.
We're in
And
big trouble.
the other thing is Pip is at -2 column shifts against her as well,
For what?
because she has studied you and knows how you move.
When did she get the chance to study me?
She only has to watch you for 2 rounds.
Yeah, I remember that roll. Going,
Yeah.
what was that roll about?
All right, John. But yeah, Pip, you realize that she is highly skilled, and if she tags you again, you're going down.
Okay.
I'm gonna try my attack, and then I'm gonna try to get us out of here if it doesn't work well.
Okay.
Yeah, you say that first, but I'm still in karma.
Okay. Oh, that is a solid hit. That is going to be enough to drop him.
92 on misses in the way.
Yeah. Right. So you've finally like found the tuning for the pulse bolts. They're just like lay down almost like machine gun fire, and that guy just gets like blown back through the rubble in the room, definitely unconscious. Next round, declarations.
How many more rounds am I down?
Uh,
Two.
My plan is to zip around, grab people, and get us away from Miss Monster.
so I think you've got 4 rounds left, and I think Lodestone's got 2.
2 after this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Or we can't leave. We have to get the mainframe, so we have to fight it.
Yeah, but my point is to grab you and like take you somewhere she'll have to like walk to. So we have a 2 or 3 rounds. We need to wake up. Does that make any sense?
I mean, I'm stunned. I don't have an opinion.
I meant mechanically.
Right. Pip and Sean, what would you guys like to do? Pip, you can see Buzzkill he's not dead. He's not really unconscious. He's just kind of like he got hit hard and he's recovering.
I think he can take it, John.
He hasn't studied you. Just use the hero points to crush her. Although she's a normal human being with a couple of cool powers, but she's still a human being. She's just going to
Yeah.
have like 120 karma, 120 health or something like that.
I'm going to grab Buzzkill again.
Okay.
And make a run for John.
Okay.
So if I can get us down behind this table.
Gotcha.
And hopefully, I mean, I can't really hide. Well, no, I could shrink Buzzkill and tuck us both under a couch.
You could.
I could. I mean, that's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay.
Lodestone's still swinging at ninjas that aren't there.
Right. John, what would you like to do?
Go get her, big guy.
God knows I'm not going to. Holy shit.
So yeah, is it a thing that I could do to try to grab everyone and move them away, or would I need to grab one person at a time?
No, you can like. Yeah, if you like make your way to Lodestone and Buzzkill and Pip make their way to you, then you can have everybody close enough. Yes.
I don't want to get us out of the building. Just wanted to get us a bit farther away so we have time to like shake up the things done of
Gotcha.
everyone.
All right.
That's my plan.
Perfect. All right. Pip, it's all on you for initiative.
God.
Spend karma. Oh, you can't.
6
No.
plus 2 is 8.
Oh,
Yeah,
you. You did it.
Doesn't she get a +2? Oh no, you already added your +2.
Yeah, I added mine in.
Holy shit, I got an 8.
Hey. Let's roll.
Yeah. I'm going to shrink Buzzkill and hide us up there among the sofas and tables.
Okay. Well, as you start moving, you do see John is on his way to where Lodestone is, and you can see like him starting to gather the energy for his energy path.
Well, hopefully he doesn't sod us on the way. But I need to get Buzzkill and I away from this chick.
Yep. I'm just saying, are you staying or are you going with him when the energy path's out?
Oh, if he's energy pathing out, no, we're going with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And make a reason roll there, Pip.
I'm gonna say that I'm spending karma on this.
Don't you?
Oh, well, I am anyway. 98.
Oh, God.
And my reason is remarkable.
No, that's bad. That's bad.
Is it bad?
Yep.
Oh,
Because if you get a red result on that, then the shrinkage is permanent.
uh-oh. That's what it was for. See, I didn't
Yeah.
know what you had me rolling for.
Yeah. So, in that being the case, you can get the yellow result.
Okay, I would much rather have the yellow result. Thank you.
I mean, it was almost a red result anyway. So as it is, it's going to be Buzzkill's going to be shrunk for weeks.
Sorry, buddy. But hey, alive.
I'll take it. There was what, 2 more column shifts to hit me now? But other than that, I'm a firefly instead of a electrical person.
Yeah, yeah. I think she shrinks you to like 6 inches high because her diminution is not quite as good as her shrinking.
I don't see this as a problem.
Yeah, my diminution's only good.
Yeah. So you are harder to hit, but when you get hit, you take more damage.
I'll take it. Does it make it easier for me to hit other people?
It does not.
Damn it.
Sadly. I know you'd think that it would feel like you're aiming at a massive target, but not really.
Find out what exactly the modifiers are. So good. So that is 6.25% of your normal size.
See, I'll work that out. So he's about 5'8". So that would be what, 68 inches?
Yep.
6%, you said?
6.25%.
So he's just over 4 inches tall. Boat is a little bit taller than the old-fashioned Kenner Star Wars action figures.
So yeah, so it is 1 column shift harder to hit you, but you take 1 column shift of damage.
I'll take the harder to hit.
Well, it's both.
Yeah, I know, but like
Yeah.
it's where they trade off. I'll take it.
Yeah, they kind of come as a lump.
And as she kind of like comes charging after you, you guys jump back into the energy grid to get deposited elsewhere enough to catch a little bit of a breather, realizing that the building is definitely on alert now. Lodestone and Buzzkill, you guys both come out of your stun.
Awesome. I will power on and it will fritz out.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You are very tiny.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Um. Finite limit incapacitation. So I pass out again.
Yep.
Continuous with contact. I don't know what that means for as far as this kind of limitation goes.
It means that you are unconscious until you get a chance to recharge.
All right. So I I wake up, try to zap on, and pass out again. You guys gonna make fun of me for fainting, thinking I'm small forever.
Could I energy manifestation to shock him?
You certainly can.
I mean, I know how his power works. I helped him like work it out. So
Yep, absolutely.
I'm gonna try to charge it. Is that a power trick?
I wouldn't think so, because he just needs a source of electrical energy, so you can just.
Oh, energy manifests and solidifies, so we can charge on the little pillar lightning I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
Give him a lollipop. There you go.
I'm gonna grab a couple of wire next to me to steal some energy from there.
Stick the USB port in me, or the
Behind the ear.
phone charger. My size.
Anybody got a USB-C? Because I think I just have the Apple one. It looks like an Android.
So you guys get a few moments to rest and recharge. We'll take a little bit of a break there,
All right.
and we'll be back in a few moments.
All right.
This could have gone better.
So you guys have zapped back out into the grid and off into like a little like side passageway someplace to kind of regroup. You can hear like footsteps running here and there. Definitely, they are aware that there are intruders someplace.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Well, that could have gone better.
She hits like a freight train.
Who?
I don't know. Whoever the chick was that came out of the elevator. She'll kind of pat Buzzkill on the face. Wake up.
Oh, he's very small.
Wakey, wakey.
Hey.
Hey, wake up. Come on. Freaking me out.
John, can you wake up our little friend here?
I'm here. I'm up. Oh, he didn't roll that yet. Sorry, I'm not up.
He doesn't have to make a roll. He can just zap
Okay.
you.
I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm awake. Where we at? Where the ninjas?
Back somewhere. I don't know where we are right now. But she's not someone I want to face again.
Well, I have good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
It's not the time for bad news.
All
Good
right,
news would be,
we're in the right building, I believe. And potentially John can get us closer to the mainframe. The bad news being they're aware that we're here, and I expect that their defenses will be difficult.
Okay, to get us closer to the mainframe, we can avoid the crazy lady with the punch really like the fist. But if they're where we're here, maybe there's more chance that they're gonna recall the Sentinel here.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Probably the Sentinels are already en route. My best chance, I think, is to still attempt to destroy the mainframe. If we leave down, then we still cannot access Eric with the Sentinels in place, so I think forward is the best choice.
yeah, I think so too.
So what are we gonna do about her?
Let's avoid her.
Eh,
Or if we can't avoid her, I'll look over to the Lodestone and Iron Man here. Let's those two jump on her fast.
And we have to deal with the Iron Fist, then perhaps John in the Iron Man suit is best served.
yeah,
Both of you pummel the hell out of her.
she kicked the crap out of us.
You are very small.
In my defense, I was already down, and she punched me while I was down.
And you move
Yeah.
very slow.
The fact that she was willing to punch him when he was already on the ground doesn't make me like her any more than I know.
Well, I don't think it matters how much we like her or not. Irregardless, I think we need to find this mainframe and shut it down. The longer we wait, the more security they'll have. Is anyone hurt? Hurt?
Well, I'm Buzzkill down some, not quite half.
How much time is passing, Chris?
Well, it's been at least 10 rounds since that's only a minute, and after that, everybody heals up to their endurance rank.
Yeah, but I've got
Yeah.
so that's why I'm wondering, like, how long has it been?
So far, it's only been a couple of minutes. but you heal
Okay, well that's
1.5 around.
I heal 15 health per minute, so that's why I'm wondering.
Yep. So yeah, if you guys wait like 5-10 minutes, you'll be fully healed.
Yeah, but that gives them a long time to search for us.
Yeah.
So let's take our 1 endurance rank, or I'll take my 1 endurance rank and let's get going if nobody else is hurt.
Yeah. So and
Well,
you would also heal your endurance rank and then plus another 15.
okay. Well, if it's been 2 minutes, I heal 30.
Yep.
And then the endurance, is what, 36?
Yep.
Okay.
John, do you think you can get us to the roof? Or somewhere in the upper floors? Ninjas are very skilled, but they move very slowly. If we can lead them in the wrong direction.
Roof I can do. It's usually easy to find. Just kind of check for the antenna.
And bring us somewhere where we could make some noise, and then we can go hunting for the mainframe while they investigate. Might be helpful.
As long as we can stay ahead.
We should be able to travel faster than an elevator, I think. We just can't stay in any one spot very long.
Yeah.
And John, you would notice with the Iron Man armor that despite the ruckus that's been caused and everything, there are no sentinels converging on your location.
How close are we to the mainframe? Can we tell that?
You can't tell. It depends on whether it's like in the basement or like on one of the upper floors. You don't know.
Okay. What's the range on Remarkable? Where's this book? We'll look at the PDF.
Like how big of an area can you affect, sort of thing.
With Remarkable, yeah.
It would be 8 areas. So that would be like you could affect like 8 stories of a building, sort of thing.
Right. So we don't know if we're that close or not.
Yeah, you don't know because it's. I mean, Fisk Towers. It's a tall building, so odds are, generally speaking, especially in comic books, mainframes aren't in like the middle floors. They're either on the upper floor or in the basement. Just because they're the easiest areas to kind of secure. But you don't know which of those it might be.
So probably what we need is space. Move us as far away as we can. If we can get access to a computer, we'll see what we can find. Otherwise, we'll make some noise, move somewhere else, keep them moving. We're more mobile. That's our biggest advantage.
I think it's our only advantage.
Yeah, I'm just concerned because they're ninjas and they're good from attacking from when basically being invisible.
Whack-a-mole time.
All right, John, move us around. We'll go from one place to the next.
I'm ready.
So you're gonna zod up to the roof first.
It's probably the easiest path, right? Because there's going to be satellites and antennas. And
Yeah, it's like the biggest concentration. So as you guys like listen to their feet, moving outside, you kind of gather close together. John zots you up to the roof. It's a very nice view. A little windy. Currently free of any security up there, though.
Probably a sign that there's no mainframe here.
Well, certainly not on the roof. But
Any cameras?
taking a look around, you don't see any cameras right off, but get Lodestone to give me an intuition, a reason roll, actually.
Reason?
Yeah.
Well, I'm good at that too.
I'm thinking that if we're on camera, we're seen on camera, and we kill the cameras, they're going to come running here. We can go someplace else.
36 is just a green on Incredible.
So yeah, there are some like antennas and satellites and the normal communications stuff you would expect to find on like a high tech office building. You don't see any cameras up here. But then you look and there is one dish that does seem to be like a little bit larger than the others. You're like, that one, it's not a normal communication dish. It's not a normal communication array.
It seems that we have some peace. We might as well go take a look, yes?
Agreed. Let's go.
I'm like, well,
See what we can find out.
So yeah, as you take a couple of moments to look it over between your engineering and Pip's tinkering, you would guess that this dish is probably the main receptor for the Sentinels. It probably, you would guess that its feed leads directly to like the main Sentinel computer.
Can we travel that?
Or can we hit it from here?
You could destroy their array, which means the Sentinels wouldn't be able to send any information back. But
We definitely want to do that.
but it wouldn't stop the information that's already in the mainframe, and it wouldn't like shut the Sentinels down or anything. It just means they wouldn't be able to collect their data and send it back.
So we don't want to end the communication with the Sentinels until they're clear out of where we're going to be, right?
And preferably, we'd be able to shut down the Sentinels. Erase their programming.
But if we destroy this, we won't be able to do that.
Destroying this is a win, but I think if John can lead us down this cable, we may be able to do more damage. It's a bigger risk, though.
Yeah.
Here, let's take it.
What do you think, John? You think it's possible for you to travel us down into the mainframe from here?
Like Yorick's muted.
Does Yurik think he could do that?
Yeah, it seems to be like a pretty direct route down.
I'm gonna aim for it. Last time I got the vending machine, but I'm gonna aim for it.
That's true. That's how we ended up there.
You can give me a energy path roll.
Oh, spend some karma.
Yeah, karma.
And just before we go, I'm going to cause a lot of fucking damage up here. Like, buckle the top floor. Not destroying the array, but just causing a ruckus.
All right. So yeah, you can give me a magnetism roll just to see kind of how much damage you cause.
Okay. I'll spend karma on this one, because pulling people away is probably a good idea. Oh, I need a dice. 81 on amazing.
All right. Perfect. So yeah, so John, you kind of take a moment to kind of sift through the different data paths. It's fairly obvious that this kind of like main information pipeline is the one that you want. Kind of gather everybody together, get ready. Lodestone, you start to concentrate. You guys feel the like the steel girders in the roof start to buckle, start to bend. There's like this, like metal fatigue groaning sound. And you're like, oh, this is. You're not sure that you want to be up this high when this is happening.
Don't think we get to choose that anymore.
Uh,
We're up here now.
and just as some of the structural supports start to twist unnervingly, John kind of zots you down into what appears to be the main computer lab.
Oh, shit.
So in here there are 4 sentinels that are basically built but not yet deployed. They are not currently active.
Okay.
But there is that momentary like, oh shit.
You want to do something to this computer, or do I EMP it?
Preferably, get some access if I can.
Get on it, because I'm feeling real nervous.
Well, you stay nervous, please. If I lick my eyeball, you EMP everything you can see, alright?
All right. For a super fast guy, you're moving awful slow. Start typing.
What kind of code is that?
It takes some time to do things right. You can't rush everything.
I'm gonna wait in 2 episodes. The next time you say you lick your eyebrows, I'm gonna EMP them entirely.
I don't see a computer here, so. Up in there?
Yep. This is a map. I think I used this for my Stargate game, but I was like, it'll do because modern / science fiction maps are hard to find.
They really are. Once again, if you like making maps.
But yes, you make your way down, fully aware that a wrong step someplace could activate all of these sentinels. And yeah, you come to a computer room. Apparently, for either they haven't gotten down here yet, or they're doing. You would guess. I mean, you guys have been doing stuff for a while. You would guess that they're probably doing like a floor by floor search before they get down here. So you've got some time at least, as long as you don't do anything to really draw attention. And yes, there is like a very large computer mainframe here.
let's see what we can do with it.
All right. Whoever is doing the computing can give me a let's call this a reason test.
I assume incredible makes it me.
Definitely not me.
Well, Pip's actually got remarkable. She could help.
Oh, I'll take help.
Sure.
We've actually done a little bit of
Nice.
reasoning before.
Yeah.
I will spend karma on this.
Oh.
Oh god, that's expensive.
So with Pip's help, that puts you up to amazing. So you're going to need 31 to get a green, 56 to get a yellow, and 91 to get a red.
I'm spending 91.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, so you're typing along there, and you know Pip in her tiny little form is kind of like jumping from button to button. And yes, this does appear to be kind of the central warehouse for information that the Sentinels have gathered. Long list of names, suspected locations, things of that nature. What in particular would you like to find?
Okay, so there's some priorities that we have. And I don't know what a red gives me, so I'll just list off some priorities.
Yep.
One, we would like to shut down the Sentinel program in New York, even temporarily.
Okay.
If we can do that. Two, we want to know, if we can, every person that's confined, where they're at, all that kind of stuff, right? Three, if red is good enough, I would really like to reprogram these things.
Okay. All right. You won't be able to reprogram this because the computer is like data collection. It's not.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Figured I'd be greedy, right?
yeah. But yeah, you can find a list of. There's not a lot of people incarcerated because anybody that is deemed super dangerous, they load onto a train. With the exception of Magneto, who you already know is being held in Madison Square Garden. Basically, it looks like there's like when Madison Square Garden used to be like a sports stadium. There's the the tunnels and stuff for the players and all of that, and like equipment storage and everything. That's all kind of been repurposed. So like kind of like in the old gladiatorial arenas where they have to have the space for the gladiators before they got put up into the arena.
Yeah, I get you.
That sort of thing. So he's definitely being held there. They do have basically special guards assigned, i.e., members of the Hand, because they are essentially the secret police for Fisk, who seems to be working with the government. A couple other people that are incarcerated in a small prison facility outside of New York. I can't remember the name of the actual prison, but you can get the name, and no names that would immediately stand out, and obviously nobody that they consider to be dangerous, more human sympathizers and the like, as opposed to actual mutants. You do get some information on John's family. I'll have to go back through York's backstory to find out what exactly information, but some information pertinent to him is in those files as well. And you will be able to not necessarily shut down the Sentinels, but you can put in like a back door sort of thing, so you can reroute their patrols. temporarily until they, kind of reconfigure themselves. But it's enough to buy you a Sentinel-free window to the rally. You just gotta kind of pick your time.
It's handy.
I mean, I'm going to call that a win.
Yeah, for sure.
A really expensive win, but
So you figure that you can probably get at least an hour of altered patrols before their kind of AI regenerative capabilities start to figure out that something's amiss and take steps to correct it.
but
Yeah.
we can disable the communication between here and the central computer in Newark or wherever it is.
Yeah, absolutely, yes.
So they're not going to learn.
Right.
That's not bad, guys.
Yeah. Like they'll be able to share their information with others that are close by. But they won't be able to access the storehouse of information. It also means that any new ones that get produced in this facility won't have the kind of like the records of everything that the Sentinels have ever encountered. So it makes future iterations slightly less dangerous.
That's good.
And mechanically, basically, once you kind of trigger the altered patrols, you'll get an hour, and then after that, they'll periodically make a reason roll to see if they basically figure out what's going on.
I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. We'll download whatever information that we could possibly download.
Okay.
Grab some hard drives, that kind of thing. I don't want to transmit it to our spot, but
Yep.
if we can get physical copy, we can for whatever we can get.
Yep. Perfect.
And I'm thinking we just leave now, right?
Yep. And the basically, like I said, you can put in like a back door so you can kind of trigger it when you need to, so you can kind of plan around that.
Yeah, thumbs up for me.
Figure if you're going to spend 91 karma,
You might as well get something for it.
It was worth the karma.
Make sure it was worth it, yeah. But yeah, basically, by the time you get this done, you can hear the elevators, lodestone. With your intuition, you can hear the elevators opening in this level, indicating that the search has gotten here.
John, I think it's time to go.
And you guys can zod out just as the folks arrive.
Yes, please.
So long, ninjas.
And yeah, with your radio signal array, basically once you get to the outskirts of the city, you can hop your signal relay to get back to your lab.
Good.
Chock full of information and at least a partial plan to deal with the Sentinels.
Chock full of information and fear.
And fear.
Or maybe that's just me.
A bunch of data.
That worked out pretty well.
Bunch of data to sift through.
I mean, that could have been a lot worse. Like a whole lot worse.
Oh yeah. Big time.
Yeah. If she had connected with those 3 attacks on Pip instead of 1.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Rolling twice under 20 was a relief.
I mean, that was totally a TPK, right?
Holy cow! Oh yeah.
But yes, we will call it there. But everybody gets we'll say 128 advancement XP and 64 spendable XP.
How much spendable?
64.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we'll pick this up. Anita will be away next week.
Yes, I will. I don't know what my schedule's going to be like once I get there, so I don't know if I'd
Yep.
be available or not.
So yeah, so we'll kind of play it by ear, and we'll see.
Alrighty. Good
Yep.
session, Chris.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks everybody. We'll see everybody possibly next week. If not, it'll be the week after.
I think we'll see everybody here tomorrow.
And yeah, we'll see everybody here tomorrow for some Forbidden Lands.
Bye, everyone.
Everything.
All right. Cheers.
And I must
Night,
say, I
guys.
really
Yes.
get in love with the way Chris says, uh-huh.
Yeah.
And at the rate time passes, the game Buskill's going to be shrunk forever.
Yeah, this is an eventful series. A lot happens in a short amount of time in this game.
Yes.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Night.